Hey, it's Lisa now. Oscars are handed out to recognise the work of actors, cinematographers, producers and other individuals who play a role in the development of a movie. Now, James Cameron's Titanic swept the night.
Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show here on WLVS, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States. I am so excited to be here today. We're going to have fun, fun, fun. Literally. We have so many good things happening. Listen, I hope you enjoyed that trailer for Harriet. That is a movie, a film that everyone should see. It's not, in my opinion, the typical slave movie. It's a women empowerment, the revolution of the freedom of slaves in the history of this nation. It's a huge deal. I hear all these awards coming for it, and I'm so excited to be able to put the trailer on my show. Also, I just wanted to say to everyone, listen, there's a lot going on out here in the world. And before I really start the show, I want to give thanks to my family, my son Chase, and just everyone who watches this show and beyond, because you could be anywhere. And what I'd like to tell everyone that's listening now and will listen in the future from this videotape is that love the ones you're with. Love the ones who are loving you back. Just because someone's known you from second grade doesn't mean you have to snub someone that you truly love and shows you love just because you know them from second grade, or because it's your child, or because it's your parent, or because it's your cousin, or because it's someone you've known back when. And, the bottom line is treat people the way they treat you. And so you can have a long and healthy life, because the stress of people will kill you. And I know this because I'm living some things in my life that if I didn't have peace, one being this show, this platform to promote people and to kind of have an avenue to let my stress out, right? It would kill me. So I just want everyone to know, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't allow people to exhaust you. Don't exhaust people. And when I say that, I mean don't burden people with your problems. Watch what you say before it rolls off your tongue, because one sentence can change the trajectory of a relationship and your future. It really can. I just felt the need to say that to everyone, because I'm just experiencing so much in my life right now, and I really don't know which way some of my personal life will be going. So I just want all of you to just protect what you have, because if you don't keep things in good repair, you won't have them. That goes for a tire on your car. That goes for anything in this world. If you don't keep it in good repair. So if you want something to last, you better treat it right. Okay, now that's all I have to say. I love everyone, even people who don't love me. I just love people to connect and have fun, as long as there's respect in the room while we're doing it. So let's go on. Ding, ding, ding. I know I told y'all I would have my bell. I ordered them from Amazon. Yes, I'm calling you out, Amazon. I'm supposed to have them yesterday. Oh, goodness. So, they're on the way, and I miss them so much. That's part of my, and I'll explain it on this show why I use the bell. One of my pet peeves, because I've been on so many interviews, and I appreciate that, God willing, that some people don't know protocol for interviews, and what they'll do is they'll talk more than the interviewee. You're supposed to ask questions, interject, sparingly, but you're there to interview and learn about the person who you brought on your show. So take that, a key to people who are just talking and talking and talking. When you have a guest sitting right next to you, people want to hear about that guest. So I just want to give you that little tidbit that's going to be in my book, Star Power. Okay? Woo! All right. So let's talk about some things that are going on. One is the Rose event on November 10th. Our good friends at AmVets. Wonderful people. Charissa is one of my dear friends. She's a woman of great integrity for the veterans, and that's why I am a part of this Rose dinner, which I'm just excited about. So I think the tickets, I think there's a waiting list now, my goodness, but it's going to be amazing. Edgar Brookings, who they call AKA Mr. DC, ran this town, still running it, but ran this town with the Afro-American newspaper until he retired about a year ago. And he's still on as a consultant, thank God, because everyone knows and loves him. He brings the news, Black news, African American news, and more to our community, so we know what's going on. And so I love him. He's having a fundraiser, awards, and just celebration to his daughter Sierra, who succumbed to lupus about 2 years ago. She was 25 years old. It was a very sad situation, and we want to celebrate and circle around and comfort our brother, Edgar Brookins, who has helped so many people. Please get a ticket. It's a donation, tax deductible, $75 for the Martin's Crosswinds. I believe it's on the 23rd. It's going to be amazing. Also, Felicia's Fun. This is my girl, Vivian Avakova's inaugural gala. It's going to be out in Sterling at the Platinum Wedding Decor Mansion, and it's going to be fabulous. It's limited seating. The tickets are, I believe they start at $250. Bravo TV will be filming this. I'm the MC along with Candace Dillard from Potomac Housewives, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to raise money for children who need education, girls, young girls, and resources, feminine products, things that we take for granted over here. I'm so excited about this gala and all that it represents. Also, I want to show you the flyer for the American Veterans Ball, which is Friday. And I'm excited. Ozzy Ramos, Sam, all the great people. These people really, really are, they mean business when it comes to veterans. And this is the first ball that has not only retirees, active duty, dependents, separated, civilians, the whole gamut, uniformed services, celebrating them full throttle. So I'm very, hand salute, because I'm very proud to be a part of them and what they're doing on Friday at the MGM. So we have a video that I'd like to share with you at this time.
The goal of the American Veterans Ball is to connect past and present military professionals to the future leaders of America, while keeping them true to the red, white, and blue.
My name is Old Glory.
Today is the third annual Salute to American Veterans Ball. We honor our veterans, and we also have included an additional portion to also highlight our displaced veterans in Puerto Rico currently today. 50% of the portions that we actually raise tonight will go towards assisting veterans and also children and families in Puerto Rico. As I mentioned before, the scale is tremendous, and it's hard to target one specific group because the need is so great.
Our island was devastated by both hurricanes, but especially by Maria. My brothers and sisters, many of them up in the mountains in the different municipalities, they still don't have a roof over their heads. So every little bit that we could bring to the island is going to help.
Ozzy has been such a great help. He's been finding solutions to most of our problems because there's no communications in Puerto Rico. There's no access to water. There's very little access to food. Ozzy has been helping. For example, he's been sending water filtration systems.
Places when they're hit by natural disasters, they take a hard hit. So seeing what happened and knowing that Ozzy has always been real big on humanitarian efforts, and just knowing everything that he's about and what he stands for, I support him 100%.
Puerto Rico this year it's a big sea change in terms of the focus, but it's still to the core mission. Veterans really needed help. The American Veterans Ball was about giving veterans purpose and saying, hey, this is what you can do post-service.
Veterans have a wealth of knowledge. Veterans have already been through a life experience. So there's much that they can offer in the way of offer to youth, offer to programs, and that kind of thing. So I think this is kind of a starting point, a genesis, if you will. And I think these folks are doing just great things.
War is a big business, and there's a lot of emotions and a lot of distress. The magic word is healing, and that's what takes place on every level.
As a Gold Star mother, I'm often asked many profound questions by the curious 99% of Americans who don't understand our world, the world of the less than 1% of Americans who serve in uniform. What does it feel like to be the mother of an American hero?
If we don't have things like this, it's pretty bleak. This is just a very healing, needed event. And
welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm excited to be sitting here with Priscilla Birch of the Fun Club, but I want to say a few things about that video. When they talk about a hero, you know, I remember at the AFI station. Are you military retired?
I'm not.
You're not military? You look like you're a soldier. And when you're at that AFI station, you raise your right hand to go into the uniformed services. What I want to say is that's where the heroism starts, because not everybody's willing to do that, to put their life on the line, to fight for their country so you can have the freedoms of even having this show and what we enjoy every day. So I just want to salute all the veterans out there. One of my dear friends, Franz LaVenture, he has a great history. Ozzy Ramos from the American Veterans Ball. I mean, so many veterans that I know, but let me tell you, and my dad, may he rest in peace, is that we have so many soldiers that have done so much. So if one day or 30 years, I feel you're a hero. And I just wanted to say that. So Priscilla, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I have to give our mutual friend, Jason Terribo, who just had his inaugural LET Networks Latin Film Festival. Yes. And it was so wonderful. And this is where I met this wonderful, beautiful soul here today. And so tell us, a little bit about you, the audience.
Okay. So, again, my name is Priscilla Birch, and I am a Washingtonian, raised in D.C., but born in Compton, California. And I am the founder and CEO of a technology company called Fun Club.
I love it. Anything fun, I'm getting excited, y'all. So tell us how that came about. How was Fun Club birthed?
So basically, Fun Club came from me recognizing that there was something that was missing from the social media space, and also how social media is way too oversaturated in terms of content. And I just felt like that there needed to be something that introduced fun and strictly entertainment-based wise. And that's kind of sort of where Fun Club came in at. So the gist of Fun Club is that it's a social media platform, and all you do, you basically social share content when you're at an event, party, or concert. So none of the narcissistic, this is what I'm eating for the day, I'm on the treadmill, I'm walking my dog, none of that. While we don't dethrone anybody, because we do understand that the people, the creators of those companies are very smart people, they don't come from what we come from. And me being an African-American female, I think I have what it takes to give something like this the cool wow factor that it needs in order for people to feel like they're actually missing out, that ultimate FOMO, the fear of missing out, especially with these younger people, and not, the facade of what social media basically attributes to these younger people. They feel like they have to look a certain way or come from a certain place to be accepted or be beautiful and of those sorts of things. And I just feel like that's not true. I feel like a lot of the younger people, they're very depressed and very suicidal because of social media. So older too, yeah, exactly. Because they're trying to add up. Right? And they're looking for validation in the wrong places. And I just feel like this platform will be a good place for people to just strictly have a good time. And when you're having fun, it doesn't matter what you look like. Everybody's just on the platform having the absolute time of their life. So that's what Fun Club is.
Well, I heard you say Compton. You're from Washington, Compton. So I know you're going to make whatever work,
you better know
Don't
that.
play.
Exactly.
And beautiful, too.
Thank
Wait
you.
a minute. Beauty brains in Compton.
Thank you so much.
So tell us your journey throughout these 5 or 6 years you've been, right?
Yeah, 6 years.
Tell us the journey, maybe in yearly increments, of how the trajectory has taken place with the Fun Club. And then to end that would be where you see it going.
Okay. So I will start out by telling everybody, I had the opportunity of mentoring some underrepresented youth from D.C. through the White House about 3 or 4 years ago. Awesome. It was basically Obama opened up a platform for businesses in D.C. to apply for the Marionberry program. you know, I love him so much
Yes.
because of him. I worked summer jobs, so I understand the importance of that. So basically,
Mayor for life.
applied for life.
Mayor for life. Don't play.
Ex-
I don't care what he
exactly.
did in his personal life, because all y'all had something personal we
exactly.
don't know about. Come on now.
Exactly. So my thing is, okay, so this is an opportunity for me to be a part of DC and people know what it is that I'm doing. And to my surprise, I was the first Black woman technology-based company that basically applied, and I was chosen. So it was very exciting because I had the opportunity to basically mentor 4 youth that were from very urban areas in DC, Southeast, Northeast. I think I had 2 kids from Southwest. And, you know, just basically teaching these kids exactly what it is to start a business, because a lot of people don't know the first steps in starting a company. Basically, like, you do need a tax ID number. You do need a formation. Yeah. That's what a business is, right? So basically, I took them through everything, and I showed them all that I went through personally in terms of, like, how to create a business plan. They had to actually create a dummy program, like a dummy company, to basically walk through the steps, hire employees, and all those kind of cool things. And after that, what one of the things that I love the most, like, I basically, one of the girls that I had, she said, well, Miss Priscilla, what do you tell someone like me that feels like the ghetto is basically it for me? And that's very disheartening to hear, to say the least, because I want kids to know that you don't allow society to dictate who you are and what you are and what you can be. And I say that because of what I come from, right? So my background stems a little bit from, as I was stating before, my dad was in entertainment. He played with the Barcades and the Delphonics. So that's where the California piece comes in at. But also in the 70s, I'm sure you know, like, drugs was a really big thing. So him and my mom both, they struggled with drug addiction really bad. So luckily for me, I had really good grandparents to bring me to DC to kind of pull me out of that lifestyle. And I made a decision. I made a decision at a very, very early age in my life to not be like my parents, but to still support my parents and understand that they did the best that they could with what they had at the time. And this is kind of sort of where I am. So through my process, through the Fun Club process, I was in college when I started the company, and my business partner came to me and he said, hey, I have this idea. I'm like, okay, let me hear it. And he's in entertainment too, so I really trust his judgment when it comes to that. So he said, what are you going to school for? So at the time, I was going to school for cybersecurity, information systems, and I liked it. I did really, really well, and it got A's in class, but it wasn't really holding my attention as much as I thought it would. So at the time, I actually was leaving the Department of Homeland Security, and then I started working for Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. And there, I basically had the opportunity to spend time around some of the smartest scientists, mathematicians, and engineers, right? And my my supervisor actually asked me, would I be interested in transferring to GW for computer science? So I was in the process of transitioning onto that, but I made a decision to be an entrepreneur. So I quit school. I would never tell a child that they don't need an education because education is very important.
That was through your friend, your partner saying that idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I made a choice very early on in my education. I said, you know, well, I can finish college now, or I can just start my own company. But the difference is people have to realize that when you're an entrepreneur, those chances don't come around often. You have to move very swift and very quick. But you can graduate from college at 100 years old. People are really doing that, right?
Teach, girl. Yeah. Teach and preach.
So my thing is, you know, like, if a person wants to be an entrepreneur, I highly recommend them to chase their dreams. But know that it's going to be tough. Like, I say this with all my heart and all my passion, because it was a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of hunger-deprived nights, a lot of, and I also still work a full-time job for the government. So basically, my job is paying for my dream. But, you know, doing that 8.5, 9-hour day, and then I go home, and basically I'm incorporating too the self-care part. Because for me, I'm 42 years old. I understand how important it is to take care of yourself. And people can get so bombarded in what they're doing that they self-neglect. And I think that people need to make sure they understand that you do have to take care of yourself, even if it's nothing but running on the treadmill for 30 minutes, you know, maybe three days a week. You don't have to do, I don't expect people to be like gym rats, but you do want to make sure you put you first. and business comes second. But through that process, what I basically was doing was coming home, eating something real quick on the days that I don't work out, and then I'm on the computer from maybe like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night to sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm back up out the bed at 7 a.m. to go to my full-time job. So I did that for about 4.5, 5 years, and then came the, like the exciting part of launching the product. But I went through trying to launch a product for about 4 years, and it got to a point where I was like, okay, Priscilla, is this ever going to happen? What I would stress to people when they're in business, especially technology, because technology is a lot different. It's a very different beast when it comes to creating a company, that there's several things that you do have to, it's inevitable for you not to go through it. And one of those things for me was choosing the right developers for the product. But how do you know how to do that if you don't make certain mistakes? For me, I didn't want to take the traditional route, and I did that purposely because I wanted to prove a point. The point that I wanted to prove is that you don't have to come from Silicon Valley. You don't have to go to Stanford University. You don't have to be some famous celebrity or play professional sports. That's not my background at all. My dad was in entertainment, but that was not my life. I'm a regular person. I had a dream. I chased my dream. I didn't give up. I didn't give in to all the stuff that society puts in your head. And here I am. I basically launched a product about 8 weeks ago, and it's doing phenomenally well. The growth is slow, but I'm okay with that because I say when the product launches, I do anticipate growing with my company. I'm not, this is not a sprint. This is definitely a marathon for me. I want to actually basically grow a business and not just sell a company in like 3 to 5 years. And then, I wanted to do extremely well. But more than that, I want the platform to be mostly known for being a place that releases happy endorphins back into the universe.
That's what we need.
Yeah. Like I said, fun club. We're basically selling the art of fun. And that's very important for me for several reasons, because I understand, me being a Black woman in social media, the first globally to ever do this, a lot is on my shoulders. A lot of people are going to be looking for me to succeed, but there are going to be people that want me to fail as well, naturally, right? But for me, it is about me being the platform for younger kids that look just like me to show them that this is attainable. That's what's really important to me.
And she said her age, y'all, so she don't have any hang-ups. And I see why, because you look without the makeup, you probably look 16. With the makeup and ball cap, she looks about 19. So I guess I tell my age too.
Thank you.
But listen, what has been the most rewarding as a Black woman, coming from an urban, poor area, having, all of the things she said, that, the parents that just got caught up, that wanted to do the right thing and did the best they could. What's the one thing, maybe two, but the one thing that made you through it?
God. Period. End all be all.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, that's a serious thing there. People don't know. You say you're alone. You're never alone.
Never alone.
Yeah.
God is always there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So show off that hat. You mind, DJ Charles, can you get I might be working them too hard. But I love that.
Thank you.
And our next guest really loved it too.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to show? Yeah. Yes, the Fun Club. How do people get a hold of you, and what would they be reaching out to you for?
Okay. So people can reach me via email at p.burch, B-U-R-C-H, at joinfunclub.com. They can also go to the website, which is www.joinfunclub.com. And the app currently is in the App Store. Only available to iOS for right now.
Yeah.
We're working on Android within the next 4 to 6 months.
Thank you.
Yes. Same thing. Join Fun Club in the App Store. Please download it. Support me.
Support her.
Yes.
I'm going to support you.
Thank you.
And I know the people here will. I know you will. This is all about support,
Yes.
the Renee Allen and Friends Show. So anything you want to say to the entrepreneur who's not sure of themselves?
Well, again, it's all about you understanding that we're all here on this earth for a divine purpose. I always tell people this.
That's true.
And to basically know that you're not just here to exist. God has a job for you to do. And it's basically about you tapping into yourself and knowing what that thing is, and continuously just like pressing into that. And don't ever give up. I
Yes,
always stress
come on,
that.
don't ever
Work
give up.
hard work, behind hard work, success has no choice but to follow that. It's just a matter of you understanding that it takes time. So people, they tend to see a lot of the celebrities, and they basically like glorify all the nice cars, the jewelry, the clothes, the trips, the yachts, the jets, all of those things. But what they don't see is all the hard work that these people put into making those dreams come true. So people have to understand that the overnight successes really take about 13 to 15 years to get to that point. So
Yeah, that's
my
good
thing is
information.
just stick in there, hang in there, and definitely believe in yourself.
I appreciate that. And I'd just like to piggyback on that by saying no matter how old you are, I mean, we have dreams. You know, most girls are like, oh, waiting on their prince. And we all have these big dreams. I'm going to be a this, I'm going to be a that. And then we get to teenage or college. Somewhere along the line, we stop talking about what we want to do. So I love that about
Thank
you.
you.
You know, keep on striving. No matter how old you are, you're still here. So just go for your dreams.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much. I
you.
appreciate you. We'll be right back with some real goodies, y'all. Some fun. Don't go anywhere.
It's your boy Chips. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done, I'm putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my progress report? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. To all my teachers, thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my producer, thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience, cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I forgot to mention. Come and look at my long list. There are some things I gotta eventually I'll get to you. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster, years and turns, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my progress report? I know I've done more good than bad. I know, but for some reason I feel there's so much room for improvement. So I'ma go find those burnt bridges. There are some things I gotta building back up again. Loose ends need to be tied. I gotta tie it all up. Hold on, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, I was just thinking, what if be graded? What would it say? What would it say? There were some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied right away. I ain't going nowhere, but I'm gonna hang on. What if every word, what if my life action, thought in mind, what would it say on my progress report? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. It's your boy Chips.
Me me some Mike Winans and the Winan family in general, but that song, The Progress Report, is something that we all think about. You know, how am I doing in life? What have I accomplished? What do I want to still do with my life, you know, once you retire? It's things in that song that just hit me all kind of ways. So I play it, and I just want to thank him for making that song. We have a segment called J&M Royalty Treats, and we have a special segment today because they have come up with something even more phenomenal. They keep coming and coming and coming and coming at you, and I just love them. And so at this time, I'd like to just welcome you to a segment of J&M Royalty Treats to see what they're up to.
Hello, Renee. Again, I am Fun.
Hey, Renee, and I'm Cookie. So good to see you all again. Yes.
I'm just watching on you. I'm just watching on.
So today, we came in today, and we are going to promote our CBD tinctures as well as our full spectrum tinctures. We have different types, different strains. This is all home done. This is all organic, and no pesticides, no herbicides, no poison. Again, J&M Royalty Treats. We heal.
We don't kill.
Amen.
That's right.
That's right. So what we're going to do today, we're going to jump on this holiday season.
Yes.
So, you know, when you're having your Thanksgiving holiday gas or your Christmas gas or your New Year's gas, and you want to make yourself a nice drink, and for yourself as well as your.
Be discreet about little things that you're doing, because you know treats come in bottles, they come in wrappers, they come in all kinds of ways.
All kinds of ways. They come in pre-made drinks,
They do
all
indeed.
kinds of things. But what we're going to do today, we're going to make some right here on margaritas, right here live on Listen Vision.
Yes, we are.
With Renee, that's right.
We're
I'm gonna
gonna
pass this
also
over.
infuse this with some tinctures, which, like my husband said, he made the tinctures. And just to give you a synopsis, if you will, in regards to tinctures and what they do, they pretty much do the same thing that CBD does. It heals you. It cures your headaches, stress, tension, migraines, you name it. It also it's an alternative. It's an alternative for people that may not want to inhale. Okay.
It's a great alternative for those that do not want to smoke, but also need the medicinal values of the cannabinoids. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How long has tinctures been around?
You would do that. Wouldn't you? Okay, I think maybe since like the early 1800s. I've been reading up on it, but
good. Actually, tinctures have been around since 1000 AD.
Wow.
Wow, babe.
Tinctures have, and actually cannabis tinctures, herbal tinctures has been around since 1000 AD, and it is the #1 source of medicinal, to actually medicate medicinally without having to exhale or taking harder chemicals such as different pharmaceutical companies. So this one right here, would you like to take that out for me? Yep. That one right here, this is called what they consider a green dragon. Let's get back to the light a little bit so we can see the color of it.
Sorry about that.
So this one is a 100% tincture. This one is very, very strong. So you don't want a lot of this. You want just a very minute drop. And this, again, that's a full spectrum tincture.
What you do is you have to lick it.
Mm-hmm. It's a full spectrum tincture there. Now we have other tinctures.
Full spectrum.
Now this one right here is a CBD tincture. This CBD tincture is made with, hold that for a second,
Absolutely.
baby. Thank you. This CBD tincture is made with 100% cold processed CO2 hemp oil. This is 99.9999% THC free. So you get none of the psychoactive properties from this one. And this is also our personal, our own, what I consider our concoction, but we also added into this hemp oil 100% CBD isolate, which is also 99.999.
I told you he was so smart.
Now, you say, well, an oil? Really? In your drinks? Absolutely. You can put this in your smoothies. You can put this in your coffee. You can take it subliminally or under your tongue, and it still does the same job as if you've taken it via pill, gummy, etc., etc. This right here, like I said, we're going to do some CBD margaritas today.
Yes,
so we're not going to use it. We're not going to use the full spectrum.
Everybody in here grown.
But this CBD, as we know, most CBD is good for so many different ailments. It's good for anxiety. It's good for stress. It's good for pain. It's good for sleep.
Did you say stress?
Yes, stress. Yes.
It's good for your libido.
Look good for libido. Good.
Had to put that out there. Some people want to know about that.
Some people do want to know.
Some people need to know about that.
We're just going to do one drop because this is a very strong mixture here. So we're only going to do one full tab. Now, I would say that is probably about 500 milligrams of pure CBD hemp oil and CBD isolate. Now, I find this, I love this. My daughter brought me this for Christmas last year. And the funny thing, I never really got to use it, but I love the way it works.
We hope you watch it.
It just does the job, you know. And it comes with different little gadgets to it, but I'm not promoting this thing. I'm not getting no royalties on it.
Absolutely not. We the royalty.
That's right. Oh, wow. Let's get some salt. You can use salt, sugar, however you want to do. We are more organic, so we use fresh pink Himalaya salt, which actually is very good for you. It's better than regular salt.
Yes, it is. I told you we heal people, we don't kill people.
So I recommend you get some Himalaya salt. Would you like salt on your rim, or you like it regular?
I like sugar, but I'll take it the way you're preparing it.
Okay.
The whole experience.
All right, that's
Excellent.
what I'm talking about.
We will keep that in mind. She likes sugar.
That is pretty. Wow.
See, now you got your.
Check him
salt
out.
on top.
You be spoiling you.
Check him. What? Oh my
Yes, she
goodness.
is.
We spoil each other.
That's true.
But yeah,
That's
we
true.
spoil each other, but
keep it
Lord have
100,
mercy.
right? Let's keep it 100.
Woo! He hooks a sister up.
Come on now.
And you do a pori.
You so awesome.
And for our wonderful hosts, you
Absolutely.
have
Ladies
the
first. The queen. Yes. Absolutely.
Come down with y'all then.
Absolutely.
Please do.
For my queen.
Yep. Thank you,
There
darling.
you go. I'm going to have me a little bit of this as well myself.
King. Lay this down right.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, you can hold that, hon.
I sure can.
And we're going to do a cheers to prosperity and success.
Love, peace, and happiness.
Love, peace, and
Love
happiness.
and happiness.
Yes. Well.
That's good.
CBD.
We still go next door afterwards.
Absolutely.
That is delicious, even with the salt.
I will tell you guys, you can locate us
Very good.
on Instagram. We are on JM_royalty_treats_. Or you can contact us via email at jmroyaltytreats@gmail.com. And we'll be happy to work with you.
Absolutely.
And we even cater functions, so we can come out and we can actually make our drinks for you. And
Cook for you, infuse your dinners,
Oh.
host your dinner parties.
We host dinner
Absolutely.
parties. We do the whole gamut.
Absolutely.
Well, I just want to thank the two of you.
Delicious.
It is delicious. One more, y'all. One more for the room. My goodness.
Wow. Thank you, baby.
Listen, I love these two. We have a mutual friend, Dawn Moss from the Carolina Kitchen, where you get your chicken and much, much more. Yes,
Cheers
Dr.
to
London.
Dawn.
Cheers to Dawn.
Cheers.
And I always like to give credit where credit's due, because nothing happens till you meet people, until you allow people to do things that they want.
Absolutely.
And you get what you want, you know. And what I want to say about these two is that not only are they carving out a huge chunk in this cannabis industry, but they really care about people.
We do.
And they do everything themselves. It reminds me of my friend Roger Gore with G Natural Hair Care Products. He started in his home, and now he's in Wegmans and Giant and everywhere. So I wish you two the absolute
Thank you.
best.
And we received
Yeah,
that.
so how do they get a hold of you?
JNM _ royalty _ treats royalty. I'm so sorry. See, it's this drink, babe.
That's okay. As long as they remember those underscores, they'll be all right.
So we got to reiterate that. And I'm going to put this down.
Here we go. You want to go for it again? You want to jump in there?
So it's JNM _ royalty _ treats _
Come on.
CBD, they bring it right back.
And the word for today is underscore. We'll be right back with a special moment with all the guests today. Don't go anywhere.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand, I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support and the mail that comes here. I'm just so excited because this platform means so much to me in so many ways. And the main reason why, and I'll be 5 years in January, so we have to have some of that J&M royalty treats coming up in the house around that time. I just provide a platform for people that I feel that are interesting, like, respect, or love. And so we were sitting around talking, and I found out that one of our guests was connected, related to the person who succumbed to that Popeye's chicken incident. So I want to talk about this. I haven't tasted the sandwich. I have not spoken about it on this show. I'm doing that because I learned that that's what's going on over here. So I just want to say, look, and I'll just say, black people, we love fried chicken. And I think everybody loves fried chicken, apparently, because Chick-fil-A and Kentucky Fried and now Popeye. Look, we need to make a fried chicken so we can support each other, support our culture, okay? So these lines will be long, okay? Carolina Kitchen, all the black
You got that
businesses,
right.
because that's our food.
That's right.
Come on now. Let me flip my ponytail. So look, I'm trying to make a joke, but in all seriousness, talk about your affiliation with the person who passed away.
I was at work today, and my coworker, who is a very good close friend of these person that lost his life, it's she's basically her girl. My girlfriend is girlfriends with the mom, and she said, pull up the article online. So we were basically just watching. I think it was Fox 5 was airing it at the time, and they basically just was telling how everything happened, and apparently it was a very crazy incident. He cut the line in front of this guy, and basically they leave out. He never even got the sandwich, I don't believe either. So basically he leaves out. I think when the officer said they were viewing the tape, it was basically like 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
He only got stabbed one time, and he lost his life, like on the way to the hospital. I'm just like, over a chicken sandwich? Like, how do you even break that down in somebody's obituary?
My understanding is that was he an entertainer too, or an upcoming artist, like a rapper or something? That's
probably
what they
so.
kind of said on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I thought I remember hearing that.
Wow. You have 3 children, right?
Yes, I do.
So, what do you think about what happened?
So what I think about what happened is I mean, first and foremost, we just got to continue to pray our children up. I mean, just from the crown of their heads to the soles of their feet.
That's some real talk.
I
Real
always
talk.
say, I will never give up on my children. And I'm sure this lady did not give up on hers. And, we the bottom line is your whole day is not promised. You know how they say, here today,
Gone tomorrow. Yeah.
No. Here today, you can be gone today.
Yeah.
And we need to look at it just like so. So just like Priscilla said earlier on in the show, as well as Dr. Renee, we need to love each other. And we need to act like it is the last time we're going to ever see each other again. And I have a black son. And I refuse for the streets to get him. I refuse, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what we need to do, but I know something needs to be done.
Yeah.
Well, our parents and our grandparents used to do. I'm going to whoop your butt and send you home. Right? Oh, we used to be afraid of the neighbors' mothers, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Right? Come on now. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes you have to, because the actual parents, and I've been guilty of this, we want to spoil our kids so much and try to help them so much, but they got to help themselves too, especially if they're over 21.
That's right.
Come on now.
Absolutely.
You don't want no 45-year-old still at home.
I'm trying to tell you.
Come on.
Exactly.
Bird boxing.
What is that?
Bird boxing. It's a lot of parents, including myself, have a little guilt of that, bird boxing the kids, meaning you can just love them to their weak. Sometimes.
That's right. Love too hard.
Love
If
too
there's such
hard.
a thing as that,
Careful.
it can happen.
I think we're all probably guilty of that, but if you go excessively, anything excessive is bad. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Your intentions are good.
Intentions are good, but what you're doing can be overpowering. And it can actually disable your child, your children.
Tell them a no every now and then. Still stay there now. Be ready to catch them.
That's
But don't
right.
be so fast to say yes over and over and over.
again.
Right? Yeah. As being the only man right now on the panel, because we're all co-hosts right now.
That's right.
I want to ask you, we have a few minutes left. Well, how do you feel as a black man? And first of all, black men, you are the sweetest, prettiest, strongest, most intelligent.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's why that's why they're coming for you. Okay, so stay strong. But in saying that, why do you feel about what's going on with? Seriously,
I personally feel that we have missed the mark. A lot of this has come down from, as we all know, slavery. Therefore, we were ripped from our families. We were torn apart. We was taught that
Like the Mexicans now.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're doing the same exact thing, and that was done to us over 400 years ago in Alexandria when the first ships landed here. And you know, being at break with the family, a lot of us have never recovered. A lot of families are still so broken, and you would say 400 years, and it's still happening. So there's a lot of misguided children out here. There's young women that's looking for daddy, that father's love. There's young men out here that needs that black strong man to be that rock for them, to guide them and show them how to do right, how to protect these women out here, how to go to work every day, provide and support their families.
Bring them.
These things have all came from 400 years ago of slavery. And unfortunately, the cycle has not been broken.
We need a lot
And
of prayer,
that's,
like your beautiful queen said.
Amen.
And I know we can go on and on, but I'm getting DJ Charles like wrap it up. I just want to thank all of you for being here today, Priscilla, Jaquel, and Mike. I love you three, and I thank you.
Everybody.
And
Absolutely.
listen,
Everybody
and how do
loves
they?
you.
Not everybody, but I love them anyway. How do they get a hold of you again? J&M Royalty Treats.
JM_Royalty Treats _. And they can also reach us at jmroyaltytreats@gmail.com.
And also you, Priscilla, how do they get a hold of you?
p.birch@joinfunclub.com, or you can also reach me at www.joinfunclub.com.
Yes, and listen, tune in. Is this Dre Sinatra? Come here because you're coming on next week.
All right, come on. Let's come on, man.
We got 1 minute, and we won't be able to do anything today, but yeah, there you go. Y'all can stay still. Yeah, just stand up behind me. Come on, handsome. Dre Sinatra is here.
Squeeze up in here.
Look, we're getting ready to go, but look, we've been trying to get this great singer on the show. He finally came today, but the traffic out there is 100. Say hello, Joe Mike. Say Joe Mike, get it.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Give him a little something for next week.
Stack up the money so the money don't fold. I don't never wait on it. Too much money, need a little bit more. I'll never play with it. I got a lot of ladies, need a little bit more. I'll never wait on them. Too much money, need a little bit more. I'll see y'all next week.
Yes,
next
Short, sweetheart.
We gonna go next door. Y'all want a margarita on me?
To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, God's still working on me.